don't know who needs to hear this, but do not book a connecting flight with a super short connection. Your first flight will be delayed, you'll miss your second flight, and you'll have a really bad time. Okay, maybe not, but do you really want to be stressed out about that when you're on your trip? See, the thing is, short delays are not that uncommon in air travel, so just something that is theoretically possible for you to make as a connection might not turn out that way if your flight's delayed by like 15 or 20 minutes. And I know this may seem like an obvious travel tip, but when you're trying to find the cheapest flight somewhere, it's easy to pick something with a really short connection time, like less than an hour even. Of course, how much time you need depends on a number of factors, like which airport you're connecting through, which airlines you're flying on, and things like whether you need to re-clear security or get through passport control. But this is sort of the guidelines for how much time I give myself when I'm trying to book a flight. So for a domestic connection, I try to have at least an hour and a half between flights. When I say domestic connection, I mean you're starting at an airport, flying to another airport in the same country, and then connecting. So with an hour and a half, even if you have to like re-clear security or there's a short delay, it's usually not that much of a big deal. You can make your next flight. Now when it comes to international connections, I try to go a little more. I would say about 3 hours is a safe bet for most international connections. So when I say international connections, I mean that you're starting in one country, flying to an airport in a different country, and then making your connecting flight. In that case, you probably have to go through passport control. There's a good chance you have to change terminals. It just takes a lot longer. So 3 hours, probably a safe bet to make your international connections. Now, of course, these are just guidelines. I mean, have I ever taken a flight with less than those amount of connecting times? Yes. And you may want more time so that you have time to relax at the airport if you have one of those fancy lounge access things. But in any case, the moral of the story is do not book a connecting flight with a super short layover. It's just a bad idea.